what's up, y'all? Once again, it's Seth. I got my boy Meech with me.
What's up, man?
We're going, yeah, there it is. There it is. I got to get it right because every time I fist bump. Last time we spoke, they were getting on me.
Yeah.
Because
I was Five Guys, man.
Because my diet and, you
trash.
know, they were saying I was eating trash. You know, y'all say in the comment section, oh my gosh, Seth is eating trash. Oh my goodness. You know, listen. So I'm not coming to redeem myself, but I thought it was great dialogue.
Absolutely.
I thought it was great dialogue. They got to see how healthy you eat. And then, you know, I think we're going to talk a little bit more about some of that dynamic today, a little bit more about, you know, what you eat, why you eat the way.
Both of us,
your routine.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, I think that people are going to be surprised by some of the things that I do and don't do.
You're going to try to clean it up today.
I am going to try to clean up a little bit. But no, it is. I'm going to show you guys a little bit more about what I eat and my diet and whatnot. But I want to start off with this. Like, the biggest thing in the fitness industry is this, and I see a lot of times, is personal training, right?
It's a growing thing.
It's a good thing, growing thing. And
more people want to be personal trainers.
Have you ever had a personal trainer?
Me personally, not like officially, but you know, I've worked out with people that are personal trainers.
Right.
It's not something that I like went out and paid for or seek knowledge from, because you know we played college football and I learned everything from Coach Bridgman. You know, and I just kept those teachings and just grew on that. You know what I mean? And you know, learned from YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah, YouTube University, one of the best tools to learn.
I also see people in the gym, you know what I mean? Like there's some, you see somebody, like, hey, I like that movement. Let me see how that feels.
How often do you pull and pick? So you haven't had really haven't had a personal trainer. No. I know we play football together. We had knowledge there. People in the gym, working out with people, grabbing knowledge. How often do you now grab knowledge in the gym with kind of like your workout routine?
Yeah, right now, since I'm so into running, I'm so heavy into it, I do look at people that are more lean, not so focused on just trying to build muscle.
Yeah.
And I try to mimic how they navigate like being in the weight room, because that's something that I know that I'm never gonna stop doing is working out. But I know if I wanna be able to be like agile on my feet, be light on my feet, being in such a mode of like just like powerlifting and heavy lifting, it beats up your body. And I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to be in the gym, you know, for the long haul. I want this to be a lifetime thing. I'm not trying to be the guy that was squatting 405 or whatever, and then when he's like 45, he's, you know, limping and saying back in the day I was.
You saw this happen to Ronnie Coleman.
I mean, yeah.
He's just like he's 61 years old. I think he went down, like he was in the hospital this weekend.
Yeah. But I think he had like a lot of back injuries, had a lot of back surgeries. He's just another dude, like, I mean, I hate harping on it, but it's like, he's just an example of why I don't even consider steroids. Yeah. You already know where I'm gonna go.
His body got beat up.
Yeah, because that's what steroids does. It makes you think that you're more than your body really is, and you just push your body, not knowing that your bones and your vertebrae is smashing together.
Yeah.
Your nerves are dying.
Yeah, I think speaking to that, a lot of personal trainers, the first thing they want to do is they want to get people on stuff. So going back to that question, you say you trying to take people from who are running today.
Yeah, right now. That are like, they say hybrid, but like people that prioritize cardio and also weight lift.
Yes.
You know, what's his name? The Bear guy, that Bear. I don't know.
Go ahead. I think I know you're talking about.
Nick Bear. He's on YouTube. He's very big on YouTube. He started the hybrid athlete.
Yeah.
I like him because, you know, he started off like a bigger guy.
Yeah.
Got really into running. Does a lot of marathons.
Because you said you're trying to get down to 205, right? 205.
I am gonna get down to 205.
Okay.
You know, you got to talk like that because it's been a journey.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's definitely attainable. I mean, you definitely get down to 205. And is the goal like, I'm going to get to 205 because I want to move, or is the goal like, I want to get 205 because that's just healthy for me?
Both.
Okay.
If it initially was a thing where I just want to get to 205 just to tap back into my athleticism, you know, play basketball, want to get back on the court, you know, maybe do some 7-on-7, things like that. But I went to the doctors, got my blood work done, and he was telling me that my cholesterol was high, my triglycerides,
Did he say the reason why?
Well, I looked up the reason why all those markers would be high, and it all pointed towards being overweight. And once I got down to 2, because I went back, I think I spoke about this.
You did.
Yeah,
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I went back like 2 months later, and I had gotten, because at that point I was like 230. I came back 2 months later, I was 215. All my levels were getting better.
Where are you at right now?
So right now I've been
fluctuating.
Yeah, I haven't been good, so I'm probably like back at like 225, 228 right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, it's a journey. So, but I just know that lowering my weight is the key because my levels were evening out. But yeah, as far as personal training, it's not. I don't recommend it to everybody because it's hard to find a good. Let me not speak generally. Speak generally.
I agree. I think it is hard to find a good personal trainer.
That's serious, bro.
And like I don't think everybody needs so like this. I think there are a lot of people that need a personal trainer, but I also think there are a lot of people that need a good personal trainer. Everyone needs a good personal trainer.
Yeah.
Some people need a personal trainer just to, and I have to tell myself to get out the mindset that like everyone's going to be trained the right way. Because if I feel that people are trained the wrong way, I'm like, that's not a good personal trainer. Mm-hmm. And I'm very critical at drawing a line to say if someone's doing something wrong and they're training someone, they're not helping them.
Yeah,
if I'm training someone for a CrossFit style workout where I'm lifting something heavy over and over my max, 70 to 80% of my max over and over my head, and then I'm mixing in like another workout. There's the science behind it is going to put me at my joints, my body, and at danger.
Yeah,
and
if someone
it's crazy, No, I know. Don't get me wrong.
Actually.
I loved CrossFit and I did it. But what conflicted with me in CrossFit was the more I did CrossFit, the less athletic I was.
And you don't prioritize form.
You don't prioritize form. Anything. And the thing is, I want to do with right form. So then, but
no, it's about reps, getting the rounds in. So you just forget about
everything.
Form.
So if I see a personal trainer saying like, "Hey, look, I'm going to prioritize them doing
weight.
CrossFit," I'm going to say like, "Well, are they trained in the right way? If not trained in the right way, they're not a good personal trainer, right?" But then I told myself I have to have compassion and I have to not be so. Well, you know what? Somebody may just need to be motivated to
That's
work
exactly
out.
what I was going to say. Right. It depends on what you need from your personal trainer.
Right.
Sometimes you do want to learn the basics in terms of like how to activate the muscle. Like this is how I do a proper squat so I can hit my quads correctly.
Right.
But some people just need that accountability to be able to go in there every day.
Just
somebody on their ass.
Right.
So getting on their butt and just getting up every day. They know that if I don't get up, this person's gonna call me and be like, "Where were you at?"
Right. That's the thing. It's like accountability. Accountability can create habits, right? And if your accountability is creating good habits, I think a personal trainer is good in that sense. Where if you're not doing anything, like I say, you're sitting on your butt all day, you're a couch potato. But a personal trainer is like you pay for something, right? Yeah. And you say, hey, look, because that's the thing. If you're gonna get a personal trainer, pay up front. Because
that's a good one.
if you pay as you go, you're not gonna single every time. You're not gonna do it. So pay up front because you'll realize like, hey, look, I'm losing money, and a good personal trainer will be like, hey, look, we got a session. But I think that if I'm a personal trainer, I'm gonna say, hey, look, if you pay up front, I'm gonna work with you.
On the other side, I think also personal trainers like. Some just shouldn't be personal trainers.
Some shouldn't.
No, and that's why I'm not really a big fan of in-person personal trainer because of the bad reputation dudes have. And I know you could be an example or that person that wants to do right, but again, it's just a bad reputation that trainers have. It's what makes me want to be online and just focus on being a motivator and then creating plans and nutrition plans online.
Yeah,
because dudes be just trying to,
Yeah, I mean, I think that person. So I do think a personal trainer online is a good thing as well too, to a certain extent, right?
To an extent.
I think for a personal trainer, if you know how to grow a business, that's important. What I've seen is some of the best educators, teachers, make the best personal trainers. Mm-hmm. A personal trainer can come and train somebody for a one-time workout. They can leave the workout and say, look, I got a good fix. But that's just one touch point. The reason why I say this, most of the people that I've seen that are really good at hitting marks they want to hit. When it comes to like teachers and educators, they create a curriculum.
Of course.
So a curriculum in their school is like, hey, I want this student to learn from fall to the summer to be able to do this.
Have you had a trainer before?
I've never had a personal trainer.
Yeah, this is just, that's what trainers, that's like that's the basics of training. Right. You created an entire, it's called a workout plan.
Workout plan.
Yeah.
And a lot of educators, they do that in their classroom every day. So when they follow their own, like my brother.
But Seth, you're talking about, this is what an average trainer does, bro.
But
like,
a lot of them don't.
Okay, who?
I'm not going to
put the pressure on you, yes.
My name's out. I mean, probably 90% of the personal trainers that I see, they're like for example, I'll see people's workout plans.
Okay.
Right? That's a good workout. But like for example, have you ever like 531? You ever follow 531 the workout?
No.
So 531 is like if you're looking to build like a lot of weightlifters do this. If you're looking to improve your max, they do a workout called 531 where you'll do like a push-pull day, and your sets pretty much are like 5 sets, 3 sets, 1 set. One set. I forgot how it is, but you're not really going over 5 reps on anything. Yeah. So it's a design, but it's designed to build strength. Yeah. And there's percentages of remember when bridge, how you create like a percentage. Yeah. When you get that with people, it's like, hey, we're going to do this week, this week, and it's just like a regular plan. Yeah. Are we going up in our percentages? What should we be eating? Like, and a lot of personal trainers, they'll put together a good workout, and then that's it.
Yeah, they have no nutrition
There's
plan.
no succession. Like, I want to lose 3 pounds. True. Like, for example, if I wanted to, right now I'm about 178, so I lost 3 pounds. So I'm good, but comfortable weight where I'm at, right? Sure. I can move. I'm fluent. I got a lot of that back over the past 6 months when I was doing some knee restoration. But like say if I wanted to get down to 170, right? I will bump up my calories to like 4,000, like probably 4,000 calories a day. So instead of me,
you track your calories?
I don't, but I know how much I eat in a day. Like today I had.
Two Five Guys?
I had 5 Guys yesterday, man.
I know.
Hey, bro, I hit this. You seen the IG post?
I missed. I think I liked
Ghost
it.
follower. Oh, you did?
Nah, I ain't like it, but I
let me go check right now.
I know.
But what I say is like I went to 5 Guys yesterday, so I had my 2,000 calories a meal. Before then, I had like some watermelon. I eat watermelons about the whole day.
So you eat a heavy meal, one heavy meal, man.
I usually eat like one heavy meal a day, and then so I average about 3,000 calories. 3,000 calories. But if I wanted to lose weight,
cut down to 170.
If I want to cut down to 170, my main goal is I don't want to cut down to 170 and lose my muscle.
Absolutely.
So I have to eat. I have to get protein. I have to, and I have to make sure I'm getting a lot more calories in. I also want to eat a lot of carbs because the one way for me to get down to 170 is going to be sprinting. I'm going to add a lot of conditioning. And I want to, like my output when it comes to being in here is going to be more than my output. I'm just taking in good calories. Yeah. If I'm taking in good calories, I'll naturally lose weight.
Absolutely.
I won't get food that sits in me. And so I'll get like the 4,000 calories a day. I'll do more conditioning, right? Okay. And then I'll change my workout style, where my workout style will be focused more on muscle endurance, as opposed to just strictly, hypertrophy, building strength, or maintenance. Yeah. So I retain the muscle, where I'm not going to be as strong as I lost 8 pounds. I'm not going to lose 8 pounds of just straight fat. Right. Some of that's going to be muscle. So I'll lose some muscle.
High rep or something? Because I know like the basic rules when it comes to maintaining or keeping your muscle.
You both give them a look.
Yeah, the basic rule of keeping your muscle while you're losing weight is to strength train, not to do like high reps. You know
right.
I mean?
So
you got to be in the hypertrophy range and then high protein. You know
right.
What I mean?
So, but that's the thing. If I'm getting enough protein, right, I'm getting up in my 1,000 calories. Okay. Right. So if I'm at 3,000 calories, right, and I say, you know what, majority of that's going to be carbs. I want to have the energy to burn, right, and I want to get protein. I can build muscle with the protein.
Okay, so you're saying that you're not going to need to do the perfect hypertrophy. You could do the endurance reps.
Right, because I can take a 5-pound dumbbell and do this 100 times like this, just normal, and I'll get the hypertrophy over time, right? 100 reps, whatever. But if I go faster, I'll burn fat. But I'm going to do a HIIT style, right? I'm going to do a HIIT style, and then I'm going to do quick reps, so I lose fat.
Okay.
So I lose weight. But if I don't, so that's like the plan. But I'm gonna have a succession plan for that. Hey, week 1 we're working at or say I'm on a shoulder press. We're working at 3 sets of 12. 3 sets of 12. Weight we can manage. We're doing it fast.
Right.
We stop. We get our heart rate down to a complete rest, and then we go. So what happens when people do cardio? When you perform, it's like zone 4. It's just zone 4. If I don't
try
get
to stay at zone 4 for like I run like for an hour. If I can get like 25 minutes of zone 4.
That's a long. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. I mean, I've been running for like 3 years now, like 6 days a week at like average.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think running is the best thing you can do.
It is, and sprinting. I say
that 5 pound 100 reps. What do we do?
Well, you incorporate that because you want to retain the strength, right? If I so say for example, I get the 5 pound weight. I do that over and over. I up my weight, right?
What are you working out? What are you trying to work your wrist?
Well, just
like
in general. I'm just saying in general. I can be doing the same thing with squats. Like say I just do 135 at squats. When I come in, I'm doing 135 at squats, and I'm doing. So think of a sprint, and so this is the biggest difference. The biggest difference between like sprinting and like running. And the other thing, I was a 4-minute miler. Like I ran my fastest mile was at 4:16.
I remember when we ran out in Herndon. I don't know if you remember that years ago.
I remember, yeah, we ran together, yeah.
Oh, you skated on me. I felt so slow. I was like, I've never been dipped on like that ever in my life. I just was humbled. I was like, let me just go back in the gym.
I mean, bro, you were a different man back then.
Stop trying to be humble. You skated on me. It's okay. I'm stronger than you.
If you were like a DB, you play outside the hashes, I'd be like, okay, like I skated on a DB. I told you, I did a leg day, and then I worked out with this kid named Eamon, and plays basketball. Larry Baldwin. Oh, he was playing basketball at Mary Baldwin. This is before he went in, and like I of course did a leg workout before, but like I got smoked every time. Like he destroyed me, and for me but
he was like younger than you. He was prime.
Yeah, but that's for me. That's the standard. Like that, I'm competitive, and I want to be able to keep up. And
Absolutely.
But it shows you how good conditioned he was. How heavy leg. Like that's when I realized, like Seth, like are you really conditioning the way you should?
That's what I'm saying. Running.
So what I do is like I try to mimic, because I do my distance.
Do you?
Yeah. Oh, come on, it's in my blood.
Okay. 2 miles? That's not distance,
2 miles,
bro.
2 miles. It's distance.
Is it 2 miles?
So think of this, okay? You say you run for how long?
I can run up to an hour.
An hour, right?
Yeah.
What's the ultimate goal, right, of running up to an hour?
Right now, I want to get 7 miles in. That's my current goal, to get 7 miles in an hour.
Yo, it's freakishly amazing how you're able to maintain your weight and run 7 miles. Like, so how many miles do you run a day? Like
a day average, I run 3.5.
So you're
like 3.5.
So you're putting at least like you're saying like 21 miles, or how many days a week you work out?
Every day.
21 miles in a week.
Yeah.
You're 225.
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
And then retaining muscle.
But that goes to what you were just saying about how you eat, you prioritize your protein intake, and I think that's because I was wondering
your calories are low, right? Like how?
Man, I've been the man at 7-Eleven, bro.
Okay, so you. Hey, I'm human,
bro. Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
But why 7-Eleven though? Like all play, why 7-Eleven?
I don't know, man. It's just something about 7-Eleven.
Let me get you you need to get him a Five Guys burger, man. Get him a Five Guys burger, man.
I just be ready. I just want to get some candy. Like I'm just a kid, yo. Like,
yeah, I mean, look at DK Metcalf. He said his
that's my guilty pleasure. That's
runs around Skittles.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like that's just like what he does every day.
He just eats Skittles.
Yeah, no.
But I mean, like for me, like if you have the right recipe, what works for you works for you.
Yeah.
And with the personal trainer, going back to that, having the right recipe is important. That's designed for each person. People take the right recipe for one person and give it to everybody, or themselves. You can't do that as a personal trainer.
Exactly.
You have to really understand that person's eating habits, their sleep habits. All of these things holistically can make you a good personal trainer. But I say that because sometimes just motivating somebody to do work is what
that's
they need.
where I'm at, yo. You just want to be the example, motivate people.
Do work.
Give them your perspective.
Right.
You've been in it for I've been in it for years. You know, people, you are surprised. Like we do this.
Right.
You're surprised how little people know about fitness.
Yeah. They don't, bro.
Because I'm like talking about things. I'm thinking about like doing a form, like just squatting or benching like it's nothing, doing incline dumbbell bench press, or just moving my body a certain way. You think it's second nature, but these are things that people need to be walked through, and you forget about it. So,
bro, like I see you squat 4 or 5 for 8.
Yeah.
Like, and I see like people like just trying to reach that. Like, have you ever maxed out? Like,
no, I'm not gonna max out. Like I said, I'm here
4 or
for
5
the
for
long
8 is
haul.
crazy work.
Yeah, you think so?
You talking about me being humble? 4 or 5 for 8.
I've been doing it for years, so it's just like, you know.
4 or 5 for 8. Like, I think in the strength curve, like, you can probably at least.
People like that.
You think you hit 500?
Absolutely, I know I can get it. But I'm not gonna do it because again, I'm here for the longevity. I'm not trying to beat up my back. I feel good. I have no back. I have no pain in my body.
Nothing. Knees, nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah,
it's
good.
weird. You know what I mean? Because people say like, I always, champion squats. You should do squats. Everybody says, "Oh no, I have knee problems. But I'm like, how are you in your early 30s already have knee problems?
I think that's an excuse.
You think it's an excuse?
I think people are lazy, dog. I think people are lazy, man.
And I think people also make excuses on even going to the gym. Hey, I have kids. I got work.
We'll get on that. I mean, since we're there, you want to get on it? Like,
please.
I will say that I have an advantage because my gym is my home. So I will have advantage of that.
I definitely am gonna have a treadmill in
treadmill.
My house. Like,
I want a curved treadmill, but but this is because the max this gets up to is 12 miles per hour.
Yeah, and I said that's what you want.
So I max out on that. Like,
you're jogging on that.
Bro, like you see the clip, like I'm just jogging on the clip.
I'm telling you guys.
Like, but I need to really open up my stride. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, all right, and then I do the elevation, and it's just like I shorten my stride up. But no, I think that personal training, that's a big thing. You mentioned like, cause you're younger than me, right? 36, right?
Yeah.
It's like we getting like, I don't know if it's a midlife crisis. I don't think it's a midlife crisis, but the idea of like we've probably done, like I've done. Let me tell you what I've done since I left. Since I stopped playing football. I've done powerlifting.
Okay.
I've done, I've done like almost like bodybuilding. So I'm just trying to get mass. A bodybuilding style training. Right. I've done CrossFit. I've done calisthenics. And so I like.
You're curious.
Well, no, I think at the time like it's like what's right for me. I've done science-based training.
You're trying to find it.
And ultimately what I always came back to was how I trained in football, which was related to movement, health, fitness, and wellness. Function. Mm-hmm. And I always go back to it because it's like if I wanted to get big and lift, right, I could. Mm-hmm. If I wanted to do calisthenics, which is tough, I can do some crazy things in the bar. But you mentioned like you wanted to get back to moving.
Absolutely.
Right? How do you feel? I feel like that's like it's mature. Do you think it's a mature approach to fitness? Like, hey, look, I know my capabilities, but like what's most important for me in the long run now is health. Like, is that the thought that came to your head?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I know like in my early 30s when I started working out, like when I got out of college, I just wanted to be strong as shit.
Right.
I just wanted to be very strong.
Very strong.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
And at this age, my mind is starting to go towards just, I want to be lean. You know, I already know I can be big. I've experienced that, and it's not really, it's overrated if you ask me. You want to just be healthy, have a capable body. I also, once I do get lower weight, I want to, start to get into combat, maybe like boxing or something like that. Yeah. Just get back into my body, because I'm like not using my athleticism, my coordination. So my mind is just is changing, and I wouldn't say it's a midlife, because
you want to say it is?
No, because you're saying that you did like CrossFit, calisthenics, all that. I've never even considered. Well, I've thought about bodybuilding only because everybody says I should, but I've been doing the same thing for
a minute,
for so long. It's just what I love to do, and I just figured out in my mind now that I'm getting to this age. It's time to switch it up. I need to get back. I need to get smaller, get down to 205 and just be around 200, 205 and just maintain there.
Yeah, I think 205 because
Be healthy.
Healthy as a mud.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I going back to the kid, like the parent thing, kid thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's say for you.
Yeah, I got 5 kids.
You seen that? You know that dude King 68?
Yeah, when he was on the date with that chick.
That man said.
And she was like,
said,
well,
you're a special little man.
I was like, all right. I wasn't even mad at her though, but
I would.
Like
that's crazy work.
You think that's crazy? I mean, what else?
He was joking. You know, he was joking, right?
Of course, yeah, no.
But if a man like that say 8 kids and there's something wrong with her, like in the head to say like bro, you got 8 kids.
But I think a lot of chicks think that though. She just said it. That's why I respect it, because a lot of chicks think that. That's why dudes be having 6, 7 baby mamas or 3 baby mamas.
That's wild. That's wild. She was clout chasing.
Yeah, she was.
But like that.
I think she was just down. Like, I don't know if she was clout chasing. I think she was speaking from a genuine place. Like, wow, it makes perfect sense. Like, if it was any other dude, she was
right. Yo,
was like,
you see the comment section?
Bruh.
People were mad at him, bro. This ain't even fair. Like in the comment section, yo, it's not even fair. But do you feel like do you feel like there's advantages of like being single, not married, like just being able to like create a routine, follow it? Like, do you feel like it's because a lot of people who are single don't work out?
That's what I'm saying.
Or don't work about their health?
Because
do you feel like it's easy? Like people just being, or you think it's hard? What are the challenges you face?
I think it's just your mindset, because I know if any woman that comes into my life, she's either going to be already into fitness, or I'm going to inspire her to want to be in this fitness life.
Right.
And it's just what I do. It's not. It's.
So let me check this. Do you feel like you have a lot of free time?
Do I have a lot of free time?
Like, do you like when you work, right? Or you know,
I like account all my time. You know, I make use of all my time, but I think if I had kids, it would be a little different. I would have to be a little more strict with my time to fit working out in for sure.
I mean, like with kids, like it's challenging. Like it is challenging.
It's challenging
because
you have an in-house gym, bro.
Where's the thing? If I come home from work, so say I go to work, I leave for work at 5:15 in the morning. Okay. So I cross DC, go into Maryland. I'm at work at 6:30 and I'm starting my day. Right? So think 5:15 start my day. 5:05, 5:15 start my day, depending on the time when I get out the house. I start work 6:30, right? I go work, I leave and get home like around like 4:30ish.
Okay.
Right?
Before traffic.
When I get home, right? Or sometimes in traffic, sometimes it's 5, right? I just say like on a good day, I say a good day at 4:30. The light went out. When I get home, the next, like my wife had the kids all day. So now it's the summertime. It ain't come home, daddy gets a workout. Yeah. It's like, hey, my wife, hey, look, you good? Hey, look, boom, I'm getting the kids. So this is something that it's not necessarily like, oh, I want to do this. Like I have to do, like I have to spend time with my kids. I want to spend time with my kids. Absolutely. And I'm gonna choose my kids over this every single time. Yeah. Right. So lights killing me. Yeah. But it's fine. I'm looking at the camera. It's good. But so I choose my kids over the gym almost every time I choose my kids. Sometimes I incorporate them in workout. If they're playing with their friends out there, I can sneak a workout in. But for the next 4 to 5 hours, I'm with them. So then, okay, now I spend time with my wife, and then I go work out. So now,
so you're the example I'm talking about. Like, you make it, you still fit it in. You make it a priority. Like, there are people that lean on their kids, on their job, on their life as a reason why they don't work out, why they look the way they do. So, I mean, of course, I know that. I know that life is going to get more hectic when I have family, when I have a wife. Yeah. But that's not an excuse. I know it's going to get harder, but life gets harder. It is what it is.
And the problem,
you just put it in God's hands and relax.
Right. And the challenge is, for example, I have passions outside of that. Like my passion, I love working out. But what I like more, to be honest with you, is like getting out on the field. Like I know. Like so, I have to leave my space to do that. Where I have the advantage is I can work out here. Someone who doesn't have the advantage, like they live in an apartment or whatever, they don't have a facility, they have to go to the gym.
Please stop making excuses for these people, please.
But I'm saying, no, hear me out. But the big thing is this, like, I've incorporated. So this is something that, like I said, we've done for our whole lives. So for me, I know the importance and value of it. I want to incorporate. If I incorporate my kids into what I'm doing, right now, my kids can join me along, right? Join along into it. And that's where it starts to get easier. Yeah. Like, I'm going out on the field. Luke got new cleats. He wants to go run. That's awesome. My daughter wants to come. I told Kenny, I was like, hey, Kenny, Luke and I are going to the field. She's like, I'm coming too.
That's what's
took
up.
Luke's old cleats, and then we got to work on the field. Yeah. And we were out there for like 30, 45 minutes. But I'm not giving them an excuse, but it is. And I have a.
You can't say people look at you, listen to you, they respect you. Of course, the brain is so powerful. You can make an excuse for anything. You can make an excuse for anything. So there's no point in even speaking and rationalizing why they should be lazy. There's no point.
But it's understand too. Like, I work in a job that allows me to do this. Spend time with my family. Some people are not working, and then like imagine working 10 hours and then having kids and then coming. It's a challenge. Like, don't get me wrong. It's a challenge, but you have to make it a priority.
That's what I'm saying. You just gotta you gotta make it happen. Because if you're not healthy, you're not gonna be there for your kids anyway. You're not gonna be there for your family. You're not gonna be physically able to even be the parent, the husband that you want to be.
And that's the big thing. Like, for me, when my wife knows that, like, when she like this, if I'm not healthy, my wife's gonna have concern, right? And for me, being like, when I know as a father, a man, a husband, if I'm healthy, then I can do what I can for the family. I can fix things around the house. I can play with the kids. I can do the things. I can do these things if I'm healthy, and that's the main priority. Like, if I'm not healthy, then I'm putting the family at risk because I'm putting myself at risk, and So as a father, I understand the importance of it. Me providing is not going to come from my money. It's not going to come from
your presences.
My presence, and of course, main thing is lean on God, and God's going to guide me make the right decisions. Because I'll be like, I hadn't worked out in 3 days, and then I'm about to go work out, and my son will say, I'll look outside, and it's been an hour. The kids aren't playing with him. All right, go throw a ball with him. Mm-hmm. So now I'm forfeiting my workout. And it's like, in my head, I'm like, yo, it's day 4. Like, you haven't worked out, but you have to be okay with those days that are off. You don't hit it, and trust in the Lord that you're gonna be okay. Absolutely. But also trust in the process. Yeah. Like, I missed this week. Okay, good. I'm gonna hit next week. And with my kids, I'm never just like sitting around. We're always doing something. So if I'm not in the gym, best believe we're out there playing hockey, we're playing football, we're playing basketball. Like, we're doing something active. So I'm doing something active in itself. Yeah. Where the challenge was, it's like, say like my wife takes the kids and they go down, and like I had 3-4 days for myself, and it's like, I'm like, man, what do I do? And like, so that's why I feel like when you have more time for people who are single.
Yeah. Let me back up though. Let me back up because because I want to say this. Yeah. Working out, that doesn't even mean anything. Nobody cares about working out. Having a family, having kids that love you, and being there to raise them, that is what it's about. Working out, that's what people like me, I do. I work out for my mind to be healthy. So when I do find a woman that I bring into my life, that I'm able to have a beautiful family with. Right. So like, working out is not the priority. It's just like what I do. And if I have a family, then I just thank God that I have the energy to have a family. And then when I do have time, things always work itself out. Then you work out. You just gotta. It's about changing your perspective. Because I think the conversation was going towards, prioritizing working out.
I think
over
you have
the family.
I think So a lot of people. This is the biggest problem. What I see a lot of people do. Like, working out is an accessory to what God has given me, right? And working out is not what I center my life around. Yeah. I work out at night because it's the last thing I have to do outside of my responsibilities as a husband,
it's the first
as
thing
and
in
a
the
father,
morning,
right? So for me, like my main thing is like I have to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do in my job. I want to make sure that when I go to work, I want to make sure that hey, look, my wife's taken care of. I want to make sure that my kids see me. Same thing with my wife. Like, I make sure my wife sees me as well too.
Yeah, exactly.
So like working out is an accessory to.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I've been cutting you off a lot.
You're good.
Because you cut me off last time. But working out is the foundation. It's like where I do my mental meditation. That's where I was able to gain consistency, to get sober, to learn how to be consistent and disciplined. It is very important for me, but it's very important for me to have the focus and mental clarity to get to higher, better things, like having a family, like being a man that's able to go towards goals that is outside of the gym. Like, it's just the foundation.
Yeah, I mean, for you, it's the foundation, right? Like,
yeah, for me, it's the foundation. Yeah,
I think it's a good pillar that helps. Like I said, good accessory. And I know that, like, for me, like the foundation, like like they said, I'm pretty like the Word of God, right? If I'm not praying with my family, I'm not serving in church, going to church, fellowship with believers, then I know that everything else is off balance. But all these things attribute.
Yeah. See, that's how I see the gym.
Well, because for me, like, and this is the way I look at the gym, right? If I wanted to attain the things in the gym that I see most people doing, I could achieve it. I can achieve it. But when I go out there and compete with people that have been doing this over and over and over, like competitive sports over and over again, and I know that I'm incapable, that is what I desire.
How come you ever considered fighting? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, not. I haven't considered fighting because
you're a pretty boy. Just admit it. Receivers, it's a common thing that receivers are just pretty boys. They don't like getting hit in practice. During shell drill or anything like that, if you bump them,
just because he played in between the hashes, he thinks he's a dog. And look, and not gonna lie, receivers don't like to get hit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not like to get hit. But look, if I throw my body around, Right?
Yeah,
I'll throw my body around.
It'll get thrown around.
Yeah,
like,
and look, put me as a wedge buster. But no, like I haven't considered fighting because I don't feel like I don't have that kind of like microaggression to get in there. Plus, I'm not gonna go in there. These young kids out here will kill you, bro.
You think so?
Bro, man, these young kids, like you get like it's almost like the 37U league.
Yeah.
Those are guys out there trying to catch trying to play for Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin.
That's crazy.
They'll kill you. And
see, that's why I need to get out there because I just think like it's gonna be some competition, but I'm not worried about it.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think that fighting is. I think we should have like general fighting.
But when I say fighting, I'm not talking about like we really fighting. I'm just
saying like Muay Thai,
just sparring. just like
most people go on the Brazilian. Most men at my age start getting. They want to. And I'm not saying you're doing this, but a lot of men, they want to feel manly, right? And
that's not why
they want to go Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and then all of a sudden, take a picture and then be like, and then go and want to fight.
Yeah,
like for me, like it's the same. Like I feel like there's more competitiveness and strategy than in other competitive sports where I'm at a disadvantage. If I'm at a disadvantage at basketball, I get dunked on. Right, I get dunked on, I get crossed up, right? Somebody scores on me. If I'm at a disadvantage in fighting, I'm going to work the next day with a high pass. Like,
yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm just thinking about what sport can I play or can I participate in competitive sport that I could do like an older age, like because football, there's a ceiling to that. Basketball, especially the way I play, I'm very athletic. I lean on my athleticism, my quickness. It beats up my knees. I play in my early 30s. It takes me like a week to recover.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out something that I can get into and just feed that competitive edge that I have.
Yeah.
That I could just do. You know what I mean?
To be honest with you, so I've been doing research and I saw this post on Instagram and it said, sprinting. I think talking about sprinting helps you in the weight room more than the weight room helps you sprinting. And I was doing some research, I know like YouTube University, but reading some scholarly articles, and a lot of sprint training deals a lot with like hopping, like jumping, hopping 1 foot, right? All that movement helps you be more explosive. It's the reason why like sprinters, they have like thick legs. And Bridgman said this. Bridgman was like, I don't care how small your calves are, right?
Yeah.
All I care about is your quads and because you look at a horse, anything that goes fast, they have big quads and small legs, small calves or whatever.
They try to clown me for my calves. I'm like,
bro, oh my goodness, man.
My quads are
They were clowning Michael Jordan and like the industry was clowning Michael Jordan and LeBron for their calves.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Makes
people
no
don't
sense.
understand.
That makes no sense. But I look at that and say, okay, like for you personally, like I would get something that allows you to jump. You always been a great jumper. You always been a mover. You know,
I do want to play back like that. My whole plan was when I get to 205, I want to get back on.
You're the
court.
second person our age that said that to me this week. Well, the past couple weeks.
Yeah, man.
Like for me, like
so basketball is
it's fun, man.
Funnest sport. That was my first love.
Bro, I love basketball. It's fun. You can pick up a ball, play with it, even if you just go shoot.
Yeah,
you know, like
it's just fun,
you don't have to go out. Like I just want to be able to move. You know, like be able to move. I don't have to go out there and be a hero.
Yeah.
You know, but being able to move, etc. When I do play football, like I'm not like going out there like doing flag, right? I'm doing more technical stuff I did before. So I'm not killing myself trying to like compete with people. I'm doing it in a structure. Like if I go out there and train a bunch of high school, college kids, how I'm doing it is I'm okay. I'm gonna be the receiver, and I'm gonna say, look, you're getting work with me. Boom, I'm getting work. I go do a route. They guard me. Right, I go, do some type of like work, where I'm working on goal line, or I'm working like I'm doing that. I'm not going out there trying to be a hero. If they get a pick on me, they get a pick. When you play with people who play professionally, you're less risk of injury. But when you go out there at 37U, flag.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not.
But and I always applaud those people because their dog. Like you do it, man. Like I would love to go out there and do.
I'm cool. Yo.
But for me, that's not. It's structured when I do play football.
It just looks weird, like when the linebacker has like a big gut, and then with shoulder pads, like, and then your like pants are sagging, like.
But that's where I like.
Don't look serious.
The desire of football, like, I always say, like, man, like, I love football.
It's over, bro.
Bro, I know, but here's the thing.
Not for you. I'm
not
just saying.
For me.
For 37U.
So there's other ways I can get.
What Leesburg Lions?
Leesburg Lions, right? I know. There's the Leesburg Lions.
No, I'm just saying. That's just,
there might be.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's more just the passion. So like being a father, like how do I get like competitiveness? I may watch film, but being in here does help with that, right? When I'm throwing weights around, I put something on like, okay, like I gotta do this X many times, it's tough. I do get that drive. And being in here is so important to just your confidence.
Yeah.
Right? Like I feel comfortable when I walk into a room and help like this. Not because I feel like I look fit. Man, I get confidence because no matter what people say about me, if I'm following Lord, I'm good. But you have like psychologically, no matter what anybody says, right? And I said, okay, some people don't, but like when you are working out, you feel good. Like you just feel more confident, right? And there's science behind it.
I never thought about like lifting weights for the confidence. I just do it. I just love doing it. It makes me relax.
Okay, you haven't. Imagine if you were overweight, you were a slob, right? And you walk into a room. Yeah. People will look at you.
It's something I take for granted. I think it's just something. Yeah, I guess it does give me confidence.
You feel comfortable. You don't have to worry. You're not worrying about like, oh, what am I wearing today? Does my outfit look good because I'm not fit? Like I don't care about really my outfit. Like I just don't like, bro. This is an old Nike shirt. If you watch half my videos, I wear this almost every other week working out.
Amazon. I buy my clothes from Walmart and Amazon.
Because if the clothes fit good, you can throw anything on, right?
And I actually have a story that like there was a clip I saw on TikTok where there was a cashier. He was at I think it was a Five Guys actually, and he was saying to he said to a couple that came into the wife that the wife was beautiful, and the cashier was a shorter guy.
Yeah.
The husband, the video was recording. They were recording the man yelling at the cashier saying, "How dare you speak to my wife like that? You called my wife beautiful."
Yeah.
And I was just thinking like, because the guy was short.
Yeah.
The cashier guy, and I'm thinking, if he was a bigger guy, like the guy wouldn't have said nothing like that.
He wouldn't act that way.
So I do take like I don't even think about situations like that because of my size. I think there are just certain things you don't even.
Confidence is definitely different than arrogance.
I'm never gonna be
right. But like say for example,
maybe.
But this is what I say. It's like scalable, right? Like if I'm working out and I think I'm somebody I'm not, I need to freaking chill out.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Like if I'm working out and I'm like, hey, look, I get self-consumed.
That's a scary feeling to me, yo.
Right? If you get
someone's
self-consumed,
gonna get pulled out from under you.
right?
When you start feeling yourself too much,
my
God will humble you.
Yo, preach.
Yeah, for real though.
Preach, man.
That's why I always give gratitude. I'm always like, if I start feeling myself too much,
people don't realize that, man. And I see it in sports. Like I see it all the time with people. Like when you start feeling yourself, I'm like, and I hate to see it from guys I root for. I'm like, man,
it's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
God and so for me, like I have to really check myself. Like the Holy Spirit will like guide me say the right thing, think the right things. But Satan will make you feel that you are something more than you're not. And then when you start thinking that, God says, hey, look, you need to chill out, calm down. And sometimes if you're not following God, you feed that to the point where you're numb to hearing the Holy Spirit, hearing God. And so I see a lot of people get into the gym, right? Going back to the gym thing, fathers get into the gym, and that makes them think that they're a father, where they're like, they're oh, I'm in the gym, I look apart. My wife likes the way I look. My kids call me big, and that makes me the man that I am. And this is a priority. Whereas opposed to, like I said, it's an accessory to like who I am, how I operate. Where it does, come in, but holistically, there's other things that make me who I am as a man.
I always say looks. I always tell my sisters, and it's like an unpopular opinion. I always say looks don't matter for a man. Like how you look, it's what your values and your character is.
Yeah, your
like,
character.
For a man to be a man, of course, you want to be able-bodied and be able to do what you need to do. But being like saying that you're muscular and you're big, so now you're a man. Like no, you are watching too much TV.
And you got to have discernment with it. You have to take it with a grain of salt, meaning that like, as you start getting like, do I really want to get just jacked and big for no reason? And so that's why a lot of these men. These older men, they get into bodybuilding. They
take steroids, losers.
Take steroids. They take TRT. Like they start doing this, right? And it's just like, what for? Like you got a family. Like why are you so self-consumed with?
We see your insecurity.
Like,
we see you.
Like if someone takes like TRT because they're older and they need it, I get that.
Absolutely.
But if you're taking it to get jacked and you have a wife and kids, like even in general, you have a wife and kids, like but. That's where the gym for some people, if they're not mature with what they're doing here, the gym can take the essence of the gym, take people away from who they really are, and take them to a place where the gym is not just helping them with health, wellness, and whatnot. It's really just who they are.
Yeah.
And as a father, like I never want this to define who I am. I want to be part of who I am, right? Because I think it's good. But a lot of men as fathers, like they don't do it. And a lot of people, just like people make excuses. And that was my problem. I'm like you. People make excuses, dog.
They make excuses.
People make excuses.
When you make excuses, you're powerless. That's why I'm against it, because you have to, even if it's not your fault, you have to find a way to take accountability from a situation because now you are in control. You have to, it's your life. You have to take control.
And the question is, does everyone need to be healthy? I think it's important. I think it's
yes, everybody needs to be healthy. Yes.
Right. Well,
this guy's diplomatic, yo.
No, hear me out. I say it because this is. Do I need to be completely healthy, 100%? I look at it from this perspective. Do I need to be 110% healthy to glorify God?
Oh no, I think it's like 70-30.
I think if God has me to be healthy and fit, and that's how it's glorify Him, great. If He has me to be a different body type, that's fine. Where God has me right now is if I can use, and this is one of the reasons why.
Doesn't it say in the Bible? I don't mean to cut you off, but it says in the Bible the body is a temple.
Yeah.
So I mean, I haven't read the Bible front to back.
Yeah.
So I know I'm probably speaking over my skis, but. Yeah, I know.
No, it's good.
But like, the body's a temple. So what I think is, God wants His children He wants you to take care of your body. Right.
There's physically and spiritually as well too. So there's two things. Like So physically, if I'm sitting eating a bunch of plated neck bones and I have high blood pressure and I'm getting out of this meal and I'm praying to God, Lord, please help me. There's a conflict there, right?
Absolutely.
From the flesh. But in the spirit, the Holy Spirit that lives in us, He wants our body to give to Him. Like, hey, Lord, guide me. So when we ask God, we get saved and we ask God in our hearts and believe in our hearts and say with our mouth, we get saved. We accept God in our body, right? It's the Holy Spirit in us. The Holy Spirit guides us. It's what we discernment to be to make the right decision and wrong decision because God sets morality. So from the spirit of like, do I give into women? Do I give into greed? Do I give into all these things? Our body and how we represent ourselves in the spirit should reflect who God is. Now, so there's two. There's the flesh and the spirit, right? The Bible talks about the battles aren't with flesh and blood; it's with spirits. Like, so when we think about psychologically me eating, it may not be just the food in front of me; it's what I'm thinking. So when I say like, do I need to be fit to glorify God? No, but does it help me? It does. And if God gave me this body, I want to do what I can to make sure, based off my knowledge and what I've learned, to be healthy. And so I do think that you can't just sit there and be unhealthy and then like just not care about your body, keep people around you, et cetera, and not be healthy. So, but I say that because this, like, whatever, like one thing for me, like for example, being a humble thing, like God allowed me to have this gym, right? If I only use this gym for myself, didn't let anybody come in it, blah, blah, this, that, I didn't train people openly, like I'm only helping myself out. And if I say, like, I come to the gym, I open it to the neighborhood kids coming here, they mess stuff up while I'm working out, they're in here, I want this gym to be a space where it's shared with everybody and everybody's open to it. God, if you have that mentality, right, and you pray to God, and if it's in His will, He'll continue to help sustain it. He'll continue to bring people in and use it to glorify Him. It's the same thing with fitness. If you're using fitness to glorify the Lord and you're honest and true in it, right, then God may say, let me continue to use this as a tool. But if you're using this as a tool, some Christian men, they get in here, they get consumed with how they look. Their confidence then is in how they look, as opposed to how powerless they, like you said, powerless they are, and what God's given them. So that's why I never right? And I'm not saying it's because Meech here. Meech has always been big his whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like he's always, and Meech is not trying to be a bodybuilder, but I've never had a desire to really get big. Like I always had a desire, I'm like that small time, like I want to get put on muscle, right? See what my capabilities are. But I never really like had a desire to get big. I always want to be able to move.
Not many people have that desire. I think it's false.
But young people do though. These young kids, 16, 17, 18 years old, they have the like. Cause bro, you know how many comments I got like when they I was the podcast with you. They're like, bro, it's Jack. What's he on? I'm right. Like he said, what he said? God, water and
God, prayer and sunlight.
God, prayer and sunlight. That's it. Cause people don't like. People want to know what the secret is. Right, the secret is consistency.
Yeah.
So for me, like in the gym, like that's one thing I say. But you're right. People make excuses.
Yeah, man. That's why I don't even try to. Because of course, man, I can make excuses. I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it, yo.
Say it.
Okay, no. What I'm saying is like, of course, I understand that. It's harder when you have a family. No, it's harder when you have a family and a job. It's harder.
Yeah.
But what's the point? What's the point of putting that and accepting that? What you think in your mind, what you perceive, is reality. Right. If you believe that you have time, even if you don't, you will make time because that is just how powerful our minds are.
Right. If you believe you make time and you try to do what you can to make time, like you can make time.
You can do it all. Right. Of course but you just have to. You just have to have a positive mindset. And just make time for what you need to, and things will work out. Relax.
Bro, relax.
Seriously, people be stressed out.
I've tore my ACL twice. I've broken my knee. I've had a subluxed patella tendon. We're in these location. I'll sit in front of
Iverson.
But I'll sit.
For real, man. You've been beat up and he's still.
Yeah. But the thing is, with people. I'll sit across from people and say, "Oh, I can't do that. My knee hurts, or I had knee problems." I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, And I had to sit here and think to myself, like, do they know what I went through with my knee? The same they know, and they're sitting here, they can't do it because their knee is bothering them. Yeah. Oh, my knee's been bothering me for the past couple of weeks. Yeah. Or I don't do anything with my back. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, man, like these people really like. And I don't want to come out and say, look, I busted my knee 6 times, right? Yeah. But it's a way it's what people do. And if you say that to somebody, you're being offensive. Because you don't know the situation, right? And so there are people make excuses all the time for things that they don't want to do, they can't do, they're too lazy to do. Yeah. And you gotta pray for people. You can't change them. Like you're doing, just motivate them. Yeah. But you can't change them.
I think as long as you're coming from a place of like just trying to push them to be better, like you can't feel bad for like speaking the truth. You cannot feel bad for it. Especially
you gotta do it in love. Do it in love,
exactly,
right?
As long as you're doing it in love, you're not doing it in I'm better than you. Right. You could of course have fun with it, but as long as you're doing it from a place of, hey man, I just want you to be better. Push yourself to be better. Yeah. You can. You're free. You're free. Your heart has just got to be in the.
Do you feel that people, when you generally give people advice, they listen to you?
Absolutely. Because I only give advice if people ask for it.
Bro, like I give advice, people don't take my advice most of the time.
Oh, you do offer advice?
If they'll ask me for advice, or we'll be having a conversation, and I give advice, they don't listen to me, dog.
Oh, you're talking about I give advice. They probably don't follow it, but I mean.
But you feel like they receive it.
Yeah, I feel like they receive it, and then they get my number or something like that. They want to do business, but I mean, it is what it is. You know, people, they. Like I figure out with people, they have to hit their rock bottom in order to figure out that they have to change.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes people got hit. But when I go into the plug gym, like the shop gym is I like the layout. Because I went to the shop gym in Manassas before I went to the shop gym in Ashburn. Mm-hmm. The Manassas is the original one. Mm-hmm. The DMV Iron Gym is pretty dope, and they're
gonna have one in Herndon. They're opening that next year.
Where?
The clock tower. The old clock tower.
What? They're making a TV.
Yeah, you remember where the old gold was?
Yeah.
They're replacing that venue. That place is about to be lit, bro.
Really?
Yeah. You remember how big that one was?
Yeah, but it's probably gonna be a bodybuilder gym. That's all who lifted there.
Yeah.
That's all of there.
As long as they have good treadmills, and I love the fact it's 24 hours. I'm gonna move near there.
It's only 24 hours?
DMV Iron is 24 hours.
Oh, for real? That's legit. Yeah, I usually go to Gold's out in Largo.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Like when I go to Gold's out in Largo, there's a One Life out here I liked. I don't even like. I only go to a gym if I really have to. Like,
I feel.
But
I love going to the gym. I just love the atmosphere. Just like you say, you do your own thing. I do my own thing.
Yeah, I love the atmosphere.
Understanding. Yeah. I literally carry my tripod, or like people.
That's the biggest.
People just know, like I just do my own thing.
Man, I used to do that. Like I used to care, like record. Like that was probably the main reason. Like it was like being able to record now in the gym. Like right now, just like record was dope. Yeah. But like I see, you got to have that tripod up on that thing, don't
Absolutely.
you? You got to.
But people, it's like an understanding. I go there every day. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Last question though.
Yeah.
Before, what do you think about Drake with the fake abs? What do you think about that?
Man, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. So let me refrain what I say. Let me kind of
just say it, bro. This is your.
I think it's a bad idea. I mean, I think it's awful. I think anybody who and I'm saying this, God gave us like I said, body's our temple, right? When we alter our body, when we alter our body, we change the makeup that isn't natural. We're changing the way God designed us. That's the first thing I want to say. So I think that's. People are going to do it, but I just don't feel that what God's in our bodies to do is add things to it. I think if it's a medical condition or whatever, you have to do whatever. I get that, I understand that. But when you change your body off of desire, I don't know, Drake did it but desire for attention, whatever, your own personal desire, not a desire of God, I think it's wrong. Drake getting abs fits who he is. Right, I'm saying Aubrey getting abs fits who he is.
You think it's fake abs, or you think he got like liposuction sucked out?
There was. I did some research. A lot of rappers are actually doing this. They mentioned Trey Songz did the same thing. That's crazy work. But it's the same thing as a girl getting a BBL,
Yeah, they're
right?
losers too.
Or a man getting a hairpiece.
They're losers too. But.
Yeah, right, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it all fit. It's like I said, Meeks, man, I'm losing hair at the top. He said, what are you gonna do? I said, I'm just gonna grow my hair out. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going to Turkey. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, if it goes, it goes. You know, like
I might go to Turkey. That might be that loser too.
It works for a lot of people. You know, but for me, like.
I'm good for now though.
Yeah, he's good. He's clean. He's clean. Let him know. That's what we do right here. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think like for me, like it's like that man. It fits who he is.
Yeah.
It fits who he is.
I think just like the fact that he did that is just a good example of like how important like just being fit is.
Being fit.
Well, how desired being fit is because this man is Drake. You know, he's the man, and he still feels
Aubrey's not the man like that. Kendrick
yeah.
He's prevalent.
Drake,
He's
he's prevalent. But he has it all. Like in terms of like on Earth, like
right, yeah.
Like people get abs because they want to be attractive. Like,
I just don't see why it doesn't work for it.
Yeah, why it doesn't work for it, right? Because the abs look terrible. They look terrible.
Awful.
Like we all know they're
awful.
fake.
Like I don't understand why he doesn't just work for it.
Yeah,
like it's whenever you alter your body of something that is not natural, or not saying whenever you alter your body, like steroids is gonna kill you. I feel like you're basically saying that like, I'm not good enough. And I know a lot of people get to that point that say they're not good enough. Like they take TRT or steroids, they're not good enough. I get for TRT or the rain. That one reason, but when I say they're not good enough, I'm just like man, like you are good enough. You don't need this.
No, they're not good enough because they don't believe it. No, because whatever you believe,
they are good enough.
Whatever you believe is true. Whatever you believe is true. You just gotta think more positive. That's all. What I'm saying is whatever you believe is true. So if you're taking steroids and relying on that to build your confidence, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Like, so it's either or. I'm not saying that you do believe it, but if you believe it, then it's true. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I guess if you some people say like, hey, I wanna it's like some people like say like, hey, if my superstitions, right?
Exactly.
People bring
placebo effects.
Yeah, placebo effects. Like people can get that, and like someone say a bodybuilder or somebody who meets their peak natural physique, like that's good enough. When you start juicing or taking anything but that's the desire of having maturity with working out. Having maturity with working out is not going beyond what you're capable of doing, right? It's getting to that point and taking time over years. Your body's like you're never like. But there's some guys I know that will say, you know what? If I take steroids in this 10 period of time, 10-year period, and then I lose 10 years on the back end, it's worth it.
Yeah, people just don't think about the long term.
It's worth it. They don't care about the long term. They don't even care about the long term. If I live life well, I want to live on this earth, do the things I want to do, I'm cool. Yeah. Like
that's pretty selfish.
It is selfish, but it also too like.
I'm not trying to judge, man. It's like a job. Hey, I don't know. It is what it is. Man.
But it's a maturity thing. Like I think it's a maturity thing, and it is what it is. But, in general, like overall, like. Since we talked mostly about like fitness today and how to, I think that people, just, have to stop making excuses, whether you're, single, whether you're married, like people, and we, show love, but, people gotta stop making excuses for reasons why they're not in here. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, man. Well, cool. We talked about Aubrey, talked about fitness. Being single, being married, etc., working out. Anything you want to say to the book before we do sign off?
Yo, make sure you like the video. If you like what it is that we talk about, like just like the video, comment, just show some love so you can get encouraged, just like continue doing what we're doing, and also like leave comments. Let us know what you want us to talk about. We're vibing. We're chilling in here together.
Yeah, we're trying to make it consistent. Definitely subscribe. I know some of you guys. Watch and don't subscribe. If you want to see more content, that'd be great. But just subscribe, like, comment. Meech has a page too. You got a page as well. Follow Meech. I'll put that in the chat box.
It's Nigerian Specimen.
Nigerian Specimen. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Until then, we out.